Hello, my name is Glenn Jago, and I am the chaplain at Azalea Trace in beautiful Pensacola, Florida. I had a brother-in-law, I still have a brother-in-law, who loves conspiracy theories. He's always talking about this conspiracy or that conspiracy. Several years ago, he told me, Glenn, the world's going to end in September. I don't remember what year it was because the planets were aligned and everything's going to fall apart. Well, years later, we're still here. But there is such an uncertainty of the future that it causes many of us to begin to look at certain conspiracies, and we want to try to find hidden coded messages. Solomon, the wisest man in the world, in the latter years of his life, wrote the book of Ecclesiastes. And in this, he has kind of a sordid, jaundiced approach to life because he was very wealthy. He had all kinds of women. He had all kinds of wisdom. And he was very popular. And yet he looked at all of that and said, vanity of vanities. All is vanity, says the preacher. So in chapter 11, he writes something that catches my attention as we look at all the uncertainties of life, and it's coming rapidly at us, and to try to figure out what is it that is going to happen to us. So in Ecclesiastes chapter 11, he says this. It's kind of strange. Cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days. Some believe that it's an oxymoron because you cast bread in the water and it gets soggy and it sinks and you'll never find it and it's worthless. Others say no, it's Solomon's talking about sending your foods to other places by way of ships and then distributing those to others who are in need. And you'll find as you do that, you'll get back much more in return. However, what I'd like to see it as is the issues that he's struggling with is the uncertainty of life. There is no guarantees of life. We all are facing unusual trials and crisis, and sometimes our health isn't what we all thought it would be, and some have never thought they'd get to that age. But life is still uncertain. A good friend of mine who is my age dropped dead with a heart attack. That really hits home. You know what I mean? So the uncertainty of life. Cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days. There's uncertainty, but don't get stuck in the uncertainty. Then he goes on, give a portion to 7 or even to 8, for you know not what disaster may happen on earth. And basically he's talking about diversify. Put your money in different venues so you don't lose it all. But I think something even more is we all have groups of friends that we hang with and we only deal with them. And what I think Solomon is actually saying is to us is, listen, share with others of the gifts that God has given to you, the resources, not just with those that you love to hang with, but also share with those who may not be in your venue of friends. Make friends, diversify yourself. Go around to areas of your community and find others that you don't know yet and introduce yourself. So diversify. Give a portion to 7 or to 8, but keep moving forward. And then he says, if the clouds are full of rain, in Ecclesiastes 11:3, if the clouds are full of rain, they empty themselves on the earth. Inevitability. It's inevitable that we're not going to get younger, we're going to get older, and we're going to face trials. So don't get all wrapped up in the inevitability of life and get discouraged and start trying to imagine other things. And then the rest of that verse says, and if a tree falls to the south or to the north, in the place where the tree falls, there it will lie. Randomness of life. Oh, they're picking on me. Oh, Satan's after me. Well, life is just random. There's some randomness to life. Let's not get caught up in that and get stifled in that position. Let's keep moving forward. Yes, you may have to go through physical therapy, occupational therapy, or even speech therapy, but keep moving forward. Look at the goals, because randomness of life is just what happens. So let's keep our focus on Jesus Christ. There is uncertainty, but there's one certainty that never changes. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And he who watches over us never slumbers nor sleeps. We sleep, he doesn't. And so let's always remember that we have great opportunity to keep doing all that we can in helping others, encouraging others, and do it all for the glory of God.